I have props, and these are adorable, so brace yourself, okay? This is a little bitty cue ball, and this is just a regular cue ball to compare. This ball is 1.5 inches in diameter as opposed to the 2 1/4. Seems a hell of a lot smaller than that next to it, but so I got a little miniature pool table for my nephew, and he was maybe like 8 years old. And the pool table was, well, it was junk. It didn't last very long. But I still have all the balls. And every night I like to put them out on the table. They feel like a giant or something like that, I guess. You can do most things with these balls that you can do with regular ones. It's hard to get draw because it's hard to get it. Maybe if I had a snooker tip or something, I could get down there. I could draw on it. You can do most things. You can even bang. And of course, everything is way more difficult. Now I got to thinking about how for a beginner pool player, probably always looks like this to those guys, you know. I haven't done the math. This is probably the equivalent of a 15-foot long table, 15 by 7.5, or it seems a lot worse than that. But I measured those balls, and they're 1.5 inches in diameter. So now this is the really adorable part. So you have to pay attention to the noise that these balls make when they start skittering around. To me, that's worth the price of admission right there. I could just stop the video right there. I'm not going to. I'm going to yammer some more. Putting the cue ball on a rail is kind of tricky. The thing about shooting with these shots is, shooting with these balls, once you do it for a while, and then switch back to a real set of balls, now I'm not going to say they seem effortless, but they sure as hell seem a hell of a lot easier. For such a premium to hitting these balls basically in the center, hitting this cue ball basically in the center, because it will squirt like crazy on you if you don't hit it right. And you can have a bunch of shots and you feel like you hit perfectly. I'm not going to keep doing that. You feel like you hit them perfectly, but you didn't. I mean, hell, the tip is half the size of the ball right there. I'm going to try to get a little bit of draw on this one and still make it. Well, when I said a little bit of draw, that's what I managed to get. That's about right for these guys. Anyway, the whole point of this is it's fun. It's fun, and I think it's decent practice to really work on trying to hit the damn ball, the damn cue ball exactly where you want, because it'll squirt. I set up the world's easiest shot here. And this one I'm going to actually go right in this on it. You see how much I missed that ball by? It squirted so much. Because hell, the ball weighs, I don't know, as much as a paper clip or something. I haven't weighed it, but it's compared to the weight of the tip, pretty damn light. So I would suggest, for those of you that have a pool table at home, hell, I guess even if you have a pool room you like to go to and you feel comfortable doing something like this, just get on Amazon or whatever and find a stupid little set of toy pool balls, and just every now and then just knock them around. It's a pretty good safety. It wasn't supposed to be, but it was. You just knock them around because it's fun, and I think it's decent practice. I mean, I can feel like I'm really concentrating well and have to hit these balls correctly. And even if I hit it, even if I feel like I'm doing that, concentrating really well, though, I can still miss. Because if you're off a half a millimeter, then that's all that it takes. Like that. I tried to put top right on that and come around, and it squirted on. And I probably knew it was going to do that. I shot it anyway, because sometimes I'm a dumbass. Some would say, more often than not, I'm a dumbass. That's not going to go 4 rails, but it's going to be on the right track. And, you know, that's probably this entire video, and if you're watching it, then maybe you're getting a good chuckle out of how stupid it seems. And maybe you went like I did. Oh, the very first time I heard these balls break apart, the little clicky clicks, I was like, oh, that's so cute. Because it was. Almost done. Almost done. Just gotta hit this damn cue ball in the center. The pockets are, you know, by ratio. Like I said, this is like a 15-foot long table by 7.5, and the pockets are huge. The pockets are a foot wide or whatever. But because these balls squirt so much, a foot wide often isn't enough. And again, sometimes you make a shot, and you're like, "Yay, I did something good," you know. No, I know if I shoot this long ass straight in shot, that if I make it, that I must have been doing something right, and getting lucky probably at the same time. Because it don't take much. What did I miss there by 8 feet? One of the big things that I always try to do when I play is to try to keep it fun. For me, this kind of stupid stuff is very fun. And as I said, I think it's decent practice too. I watch where this cue ball goes. It keeps squirting to my left. I'm hitting the cue ball to my right. Now maybe with a full-size ball, that wouldn't happen. I'm not going that far off of dead center. But with this little ass ball, it doesn't take very much at all. Well, don't know it to get it to squirt and miss the shot. I'm going to take this shot this time, and I'm actually going to not try to hit it on the vertical axis. I'm going to try to hit it on what looks to me like just a touch to the left. Just a touch to the left of the vertical axis. I could have something going on with my vision that's making it look like it's going in the center, but it's really not. So I'm trying to go just a little bit to the left. Not the same deal. Probably better at that bank than I am the straight in shot. I mean, that's it. It's just fun. And pool's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be a fun game. And that right there, for me, is fun. The balls are cute, the way they clickety-clack around, and I think it's good practice for a lot of things. That's it. Bye.